Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon and also Libra Rising, weekly general tarot reading September 27th up until October 3rd, 2021. And if you are guys interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads and as well live streams. So that being said, for Libra, the first card that you guys have, that will be the High Priestess, followed by the second card here of the World. Moving next, what we have, that will be the Three of Wands, and the fourth card, the fourth prime card for Libra. There are going to be four more cards, of course. That will be the Ten of Cups. So it will be a very good week, to say the least, for Libra. And a long story short about those four cards, and while that's not great for marketing purposes, the week is going to be very calm and kind of like the motion or the pace is not gonna be slow, but it will be acceptable, so to speak. It's quite difficult to describe it. It's like things ain't gonna go out of ordinary, so to speak. And especially by the look of the first couple of cards here, and to their attribution, the third one, which is the Three of Wands, it's just all that you Libra have planned, anticipated, you know, and generally you have expected in a good way. That is, it's going to come to fruition, career-wise or relationship-wise. So the week is going to be quite effective, and as well quite a I'm trying to find a word here, not profitable, but well, for the lack of a better word, I'm going to use this one, a profitable week, regardless what you are doing. So now scrutinizing the reading, the first card, which is the High Priestess, followed by the second one, which is the King of Wands. We do have these two cards, and they are passive enemies, and that is the moment where the tightness of the tether that you may have toward your career and toward your relationship, it's pretty much going to let go of. It's things are not going to be anymore that tense anymore. Things are not going to be that difficult anymore, and the constant struggle or a fight, so to speak, for dominance, say a dominance of your colleague over you, or you over your colleague, and so on and so forth, and that could be as well in the friendship circle, could be also into the relationship. It's no longer going to be present. And I'm not gonna dive very deep into the explanation of that elemental dignity because it's quite complex, but the tightness, or rather like the stress out there and the tension is gonna be is no longer gonna be there. It's not gonna be present because the ambitious drive that somebody has within the environment either is going to be satisfied or no longer is going to be relevant. And so there will be no reason to give a person to give a hard time to somebody else. And when that tightness or a stress it's released, after that it is just everybody, that you included, is going to focus on a long-term aspects, like longevity over your career, like longevity as well over your relationship, and the aspects of the career and of the relationship that you are to start working on, they are going to be there to stay. Now, for single people, these two cards are kind of like they are a double sword or double-edged sword, because if they do not signify the meeting in between, and I do hate that word, but it is just as closest as you can get to it, soulmate. So if you do not encounter your soulmate, you are getting there. So you are on the right track about getting to such a person. Remember, there are more than just a one soulmate in the world to us. And from there, the world card takes place, and it is catalyzed with the Nine of Swords. Here, those two cards, these are a passive neutrals, and it's literally the same message, but just with different cards. Here, with these two as a neutrals, as a elemental dignity, they also speak that you will not gonna have to experience any stress on the performance. For reason being is that you did in the past a far more than it was needed in terms of preparation and in terms of anticipation as well, and now with ease you get to accomplish a culmination of things, and with ease you get to accomplish the wrap up of a perspective. But also these two cards here are speaking about that you have to now put in front of yourself a new perspective. Now guys, that is no different than closing a significant deal that you did a far better job than you had to in order to close that big deal, and now it's just time for you to look around and look for another deal. Okay, another even bigger deal, and we are going to see that into the third card. But there isn't much more to these two than saying that you have done a great job career-wise, relationship-wise. You do get to now see the full results out of it, and you get to now think about what else you want to do with your career or with your relationship. And here you do get to decide where you want to go off from that point on moving forward. And the result, the cumulative or the spiritual result of all that, freedom. And I think that better word here to be used should be liberty. It's just you are going to feel relief that it is over now, successfully done, and now you can start thinking of how you can improve yourself. And that will happen from the middle of the week moving forward with the Three of Wands, and the catalyst to the Three of Wands is going to be the Two of Pentacles. That is a quite typical, I believe. I'm not an astrologer, but I do believe that that's very typical for you, Libra. So we do have a active neutrals here, and what those two cards are speaking about first and foremost is that as you do reach the culmination of things at the first portion of the week, now at the late portion of the week you are finding yourself sitting on a quite well established foundations, very well developed patterns of yourself and of your aspects. And through these foundations and through these patterns, you do get to pretty much challenge yourself to simply go for more. And now another example just bursted into my mind. And I know, guys, I do get these messages that the examples, they don't always resonate. And that's the point, really. It's just the point of the examples is to show you that you have to put your situation into these cards and see how your situation can become an example of, and that's how it resonates. But the example is here that came to my mind is that if you are your culmination of things, it is walking away from a toxic relationship, successfully being able to sever it. And now it's time for you to look around for somebody new that was far better than the previous person you were with, which is the true challenge that you will have to put yourself into. And the foundations and the patterns that you are following are the lessons you had learned from that toxic relationship, never to be in such a thing like for the rest of your life. So that's literally how it stands here. But with the Three of Wands, from there on moving forward, it's highly unlikely that you are to be that you are to face any kind of unknown and even an awkward situation in terms of your chasing, in terms of your doing. That is because with Three of Wands, your expectations are to be fully met. And for that, you have to lift the bar of your expectations. And the elemental dignity just shows that, you know, there will be no shenanigans whatsoever with your agenda from there on moving forward. And you are ending up the week here with the Ten of Cups, which is going to be catalyzed with the Eight of Swords. So we do have those two cards. These are passive neutrals. So we do have a lot of neutrals. Actually, all the elemental dignities are a neutral elemental dignity, which further supports the initial interpretation that that week is going to be with extremely even pace, and it will be quite calm and quite peaceful, and it just is going to be a pleasant week overall. And that is literally how it ends. But the ending is very interesting, Libra, because the ending, and I'm a little bit excited here, because I think that anybody wants to feel that way, and the feeling it will be that you are happy, okay, genuinely happy at the end of the week based on the result you have accomplished at the first portion of the week, you know, the new agenda that you put yourself in front of after that. But also you are happy generally because that new agenda, it kind of puts more worth into your life. But it also, the feeling, it will be very warm, because you will understand that there were some limits you have bestowed upon yourself. These are literally self-imposed limits that right now they don't need to be relinquished. However, in the future, you can relinquish them anytime you want. That's no different than if you are a smoker and you understand at the end of the week that I like smoking, and I'm giving that example because I like smoking, okay? But you understand that if you do want to, you can quit smoking whenever you need. So if you do decide to challenge yourself and start doing workouts, you can quit the smoking, no problem whatsoever. And because it's pretty much life is going to be toys in your hands, that's what is going to cause that really warm feeling. And the feeling also could be caused that, yeah, I mean, in very private cases, secluded cases, you may have found your soulmate, and that is literally the feeling here, that you finally found the one, which I hope is going to happen for the most of you, single. So with that being said, Libra, this was your weekly general tarot reading, and hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it. And we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.